Is it recording? All right. So I'm pretty sure most of you can find x and y intercepts on a graph. We got to know how to do it graphically, but also algebraically. So if I give you like, I don't know, picture like that. Your x-intercepts, well, how many would there be of x-intercepts in this picture? 3. Wherever it crosses the x-axis, that's an x-intercept. Crosses the x-axis. Now, I want you to know these words right here, because this is going to help you for future things we do. There's a slight variation to them, and we'll talk about it when we get there, but they're all really the same thing. X-intercepts are actually also roots of equations. They're actually also zeros. I want you to kind of tuck that into your little file cabinet into the back of your brain, because that's going to help you out. When you see roots, when you see zeros, they're just x-intercepts. Or they all kind of interchange together. There's a little meaning slightly differently here. Like we could have roots that have eyes in them. We'll talk about that. Whereas zeros, we don't have eyes in them. But really, they kind of all marry together. They're all a little bit the same. So kind of tuck that in your head, because on a test or on the SATs or anything like that, when you see find the roots, find the zeros, find the x-intercept, it's kind of doing all the same thing pretty much. Okay? FYI. Keep that in your head. All right, how many y-intercepts are in this picture? 1, where it intersects the y-axis. That's your y-intercept. Where it crosses the y-axis. Now, we are going to algebraically find x and y intercepts. Okay, it's really not that hard. It seems backwards, but it's not really. If you want to find an x-intercept, meaning you actually want the x-coordinate point where it crosses the x-axis, then you set your y equal to 0. Find an x-intercept, set your y equal to 0. If you want to find a y-intercept, take a guess what you do. That's right, kids. Set the x equal to 0. Okay? So this is what we're going to do. I only have a whopping 2 problems to show you, and then that's it. That's my lesson. It's amazing. It's so good. Whatever, it's fine. F of x equals negative 2x cubed plus 4 over 3. We're going to find x and y intercepts here. And I might as well just write the next one. Okay, so here's what I do. I kind of, you don't have to do this, but I kind of make myself a chart, because I feel like every time they ask me, find the x-intercept, they also ask, find the y-intercept. So I kind of like make a little chart here. And I give myself some information. So I'm like, all right, if it's x-intercept, then I get y equal to 0. If it's y-intercept, then I put the x equal to 0. Just kind of set myself up. Because you never just find one usually. You find both of them at the same time. All right, so let's do this. Let's find the x-intercept. Let's set our y value, again, our y value being f of x. Put that equal to 0. And then have negative 2x cubed plus 4 divided by 3. And you're going to solve this algebraically, knowing all the algebra that you can solve for. How would you get x by itself right now? Multiply by 3. That does nothing. 0 equals negative 2x cubed plus 4. Then what? Subtract 4. Then what? Divide by negative 2. So 2 is equal to x cubed. How do you solve that? you cube root. So your x-intercept is the cube root of 2, or another way to write this, the coordinate would be cube root 2, comma, 0, because you just plug 0 in. So that's actually where it's hitting the x-axis, cube root of 2. Interesting. We'll find out on a graph very soon. Now let's find the y-intercept. So the y-intercept, even easier. Plug 0 in everywhere you see an x and solve. So I'm just going to call it y equals -2, put a 0 in for x, and solve it. So 0 cubed is 0, 0 times -2 is 0. What's my answer here, kids? 4/3, which is really 1 1/3. I'm just writing that out for reasons. So if you were to write this as a coordinate again, this would be 4/3. No, Mrs. Seta, stop it. 0, comma, 4/3. Now, I do want you to get out your graphing calculator utility, because I just want to prove it to you. That and I want you to put this into your y equals. By the way, get into the habit of when you're writing fractions and you type it into the calculator, you put a parentheses around the top, and then if it has some kind of binomial down here, you put a parentheses down the bottom, but just get into that habit. So y equals, and I would go parentheses, -2, x cubed plus 4. Close it, divide by 3. And zoom 6, remember, is your standard view, so we will just look right now. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Interesting. We said we had a y-intercept at 0, 4/3. If I hit trace, look what happens. 0, 1.3333. Isn't that 1 1/3? We're brilliant kids. And then you can keep hitting trace and then try to get as close you can here. It says, well, it's going to actually, what you would have to do, let's do it this way. Y equals 0. And then hit graph. So it'll make that. So I can actually do Miss Davis's sec calc 5, enter. And it'll give it to me exactly. It should. Yep. 1.2599210. 1.25990. I bet you if I take the cube root, which I'm going to do right now, cube root of 2, was it, right? 1.2599210. I did it right. I'm amazing. Okay. So easy breezy stuff to do. Not hard. Let's do one more here. Make sure we know this. Now you also know what this one looks like. What's this going to look like? Parabola. Okay. Is it going to have a y-intercept right now? I bet you even know what the y-intercept is. You should. What is it? 15. Let's do that one just first right now while we're here, because if we plug 0 in, so y equals 2 times 0 squared plus 0 minus 15. Look at that. Ooh, y equals -15. So writing it as a coordinate would be 0, -15. That's your y-intercept. We knew that. But to find the x-intercept, so we have 0 equals 2x squared plus x minus 15. And we've got to do our fancy graphing, our factoring here. So again, I do it this way. What multiplies to -30, but adds to the middle of 1? What two numbers multiply to -30 but add to 1? 6 and -5. Here's what everybody forgets. Divide out the 2. So my answer here would be x plus 3, and then bottom it up, 2x minus 5. So what are my x-intercepts? Where and where? -3, so there's 2 of them, and 5 halves. So -3 comma 0, 5 halves comma 0. So again, if you can put it in the calculator real quick if you want to. But 1, 2, 3. 5 halves is 2.5, like there. Negative 15 is going to be way down here, but it's going to go like that. Negative 15 is going to be somewhere down here. And so easy peasy, don't you think? It's easy? Well, kids, that was the lesson. Enjoy the next few minutes